Good morning, campers. I'm so curious, how did your Bastille Day shirts turn out? Well, here's the deal. Tomorrow when we have our Zoom call, I want you to be sure and wear your shirt because I want to see how they looked, okay? So, don't forget about collecting things for the color wheel. Also, tomorrow for our Zoom call, if you can say the colors in French and you've collected the most things from these different colors, you're gonna win a really cool art kit, okay? So let's go through our colors in French. I'm not even gonna say them in English, in French. So we'll start here with rouge. Now I want you to think of one thing that you can think of that you like to eat that is rouge. My favorite thing to eat that is rouge are strawberries. Orange. How about orange? What do you like to eat that's orange? I think my favorite orange thing to eat would be carrots. Jaune. My favorite jaune thing to eat are bananas. I'm gonna cover up this tea like I always do. Vert. My favorite vert food I think would be asparagus. I know that's not very popular for many people, but I love asparagus. Bleu. It's hard to think of blue foods, but I guess blueberries would work the best for that. And then we have violet. My favorite violet thing to eat are grapes. And now here's Ella to tell us about the colors of the day.
My name is Ella. Today I'm going to talk to you about two of my favorite colors, one of which being purple. Purple is a combination of red and blue and can be found in many different shades. To help us say purple in French, I brought along one of my good friends. Hey Siri, how do you say purple in French?
In French, purple is violet.
Can you say that one more time?
Violet.
Thank you. Okay, one more time, campers, all together. Purple in French is violet. Okay, now to talk about my next favorite color. Yellow. Yellow is a primary color and often reminds me of sunshine, just like the month of June. And to say yellow in French, you pronounce it as June. So whenever you're trying to say yellow in French, just think of the month of June. That's all, campers. Have a great day. Bye.
Great job, Ella. Thank you for sharing that. Now we're gonna go on and remember all we've been talking about with our artist, Sarat. All right, campers, here's our artist, Sarat. You ready to do the cheer? Do it with me. Hands up. Dot, 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 Sarat. Dot, 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 Sarat. Dot, 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 Sarat. Now here's my friend, Miss Katie, to show you how she does dot, 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 Sarat.
Dot, 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 Sarat.
Thanks, Miss Katie. I know you love polka dots. All right, let's go on and see what we remember about Sarat. So if you recall, he was born in Paris, France. And Paris has the Eiffel Tower, and their flag color is blue, white, and red, the opposite of how we say red, white, and blue in the United States. He liked to read books about color and understand the science of how colors work together. He didn't want to mix his paints. He kept them separate, but liked to keep them close. Before he would do a painting, he often drew pictures of what he was going to paint. And these are drawings from Sunday afternoon. The dog, the people looking out to the water, and the little girl in the white dress. And then of course we have our Sunday afternoon example with our dots as we get closer, closer, and closer. Okay, so here we have Sunday afternoon, Sarat's most famous painting of his dots. And remember, we said the dot painting is called pointillism. Let's look at this painting. So we have people enjoying a Sunday afternoon. Do you remember when we talked about if things were far away in the painting, they were little? That's why the boat is so small. But the things that are closer are much larger. We have the dogs, a man playing a horn, some soldiers, and of course the lady walking the monkey. And everyone's using an umbrella because remember we said they used umbrellas years ago, whether it was rainy or sunny. If you can ask an adult, if you see anything else in this painting that you really liked or is your favorite part of the painting, please put that up on our Facebook page. I'd love to hear what you liked about Surat's Sunday afternoon. Now, some of you may have been wondering, hey, we started a Sunday afternoon painting, but we haven't finished it. Well, guess what? It's time to get those Sunday afternoon supplies because we're getting ready to finish the painting right now. Okay, campers. So here was my Sunday afternoon, and this is what we're getting ready to complete. So these are the supplies that you're going to need. You're going to pull out the canvas that you started. You're going to need your drawing of your people, your dog, and your boat, and then the Q-tips. 3 Q-tips, group of 4, a group of 3, and then 2 toothpicks. And these Q-tips and the toothpicks are in supply kit 4. Also, you're going to want to pour 2 plates of paint. One is going to have the dark green, the light green, the golden brown, and the dark brown, okay? And you'll need larger amounts of those because that's gonna be for the treetops and the trees. And then for your people and your dog and your boat, which are much smaller, you're going to need the dark brown, the light brown, white, gray, black, and pink. Let's get started. Okay, campers, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your toothpick, one of your toothpicks, and we're going to start on the faces and hands of the people. So you're going to dip a little bit in the pink, a little bit in the golden brown, and then just start making dots on the faces, all over the face. And just keep reloading. You're going to fill in that whole circle and the neck. And you can play around with the skin tones here. You can make it more pink if you want. If you want to add some brown, you can add a little brown. We were probably going to use the brown for the hair, the darker brown, but if Coco wants to add a little bit of darker brown in there, that's fine too. However you want to try to match your skin tone. Okay, that's great. Now move on to her neck and then her hand. Yep, and then her hand. Okay, and then if you can go ahead and do the man's head, neck, and hand. And you want to go over those pencil lines. And if your paint goes over those lines a little bit, that's really okay. And remember, you don't have to go the whole way up here because that's where his hat is going to be. Okay, so now Coco, you can dip your toothpick into some of the brown and then just give her a little bit of hair. You can see I kind of wrapped it around to give her an ear, but you can do that however you want. Just a little bit of hair on the back there. Yes, you can do it however you want. It's your lady. Great. And then you can do the same for the man. Think about how you want to do his hair. Good. Now, do you want to give, I gave my guy a little beard. Do you want to give him a beard or no? Just kind of right there at the chin. Yeah, that looks great. Okay. Awesome. Okay, now we can go ahead and go with this Q-tip, and you're going to work on their hats. So you can dip it in the black and the gray for their hats. all those tiny little dots. Think of Surratt doing this across a whole painting. A lot of work, isn't it? Okay, and then you can do the man's hat. And you can do dots outside the lines, it won't matter because when it dries, we're going to cut it out. Okay, so now you can put the Q-tip down. We gotta work our fingers a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna take the Q-tip and on the lady's arm, you're gonna do some gray dots, okay? Just do some gray dots right down that arm, yeah. And then go ahead and do some gray dots down the man's arm. And can you give the man some gray pants? Let's try to work around his hand a little bit. Yeah, that's perfect. Great. Okay, so now we're going to take the other end of that Q-tip. Can you just flip it around? And we're gonna give the man a black shirt and black shoes. So you're just gonna stay, don't go over top of the gray arm. Yep, just right next to it. There you go, I just wanna be able to see where his arm is. Just make that a little bit of a different color. Perfect. And then can you give him some black shoes? Ooh, your man looks good. Okay, so put that Q-tip down. Let's go ahead and grab, you wanna put those in the middle? Oops, and then you can use this Q-tip and go ahead and give your lady a, well, you can pick, do you wanna give her a pink outfit or brown? I did pink, but you can do whatever you want. Well, what color skirt do you wanna give her? You want to do black? Okay, so go ahead and just, you can flip that over and do the black. Yeah, it could be like a hand in a pocket. Perfect. Okay, go ahead and put that Q-tip down. All right, now we're gonna do the bottom of the boat and we're gonna do the dog. So for this one, you're going to go over top of your dog with the dark brown and the golden brown. Just with some dots, okay? And if you go over your lines a little bit, that's okay because we're going to cut these out and then glue them onto our canvas. Okay, finish up his tail. Great. Like I said, we can't quite see his ear, but that's okay because when we cut it out, we'll be able to fix that little space. So there will be a space between his ear and his back. Okay, so now go ahead and do the same dark brown and light brown with the bottom of the boat. Awesome. Now flip your Q-tip and then do a little bit of white and a little bit of gray for the sail. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna put this to the side. We're done with these paints. Coco, do you need to do a little stretching? Little finger stretching? You don't? You're good? You can keep going? Okay, so we're now going to add our tree trunks and our tree leaves. So we need our 4 group and our 3 group of Q-tips. And Coco, you're going to fill in, see it. So we're gonna fill in with the dark green and the light green and just fill in this whole space with light green and dark green, okay? Do your dots, just like Surratt. You're gonna wanna make it maybe a little bit darker so the green of the trees and the green of the grass doesn't look like it's the same thing. So maybe do light first and then dark. Yep. Just a little bit darker than the grass. Okay, so now we need to add what part of the tree? The trunk, that's right. So I have just 4 trees here, and it's basically just a line going up. Now I curved on that one, so you can do some curved lines, or if you just want to do some straight lines, that's up to you. So we're going to draw like an imaginary line. So you're going to take your finger and go right about here, and then start making your trees. Okay, so draw a line over. Yeah, that's good. And again, it's with the browns. And you can just do some lines going straight up and go right up over that green and the leaves. And if there's a little green over top of the brown, that's completely fine. Because when we look at trees, we see a little bit of the green and the brown. I like it. How many trees do you think you want to do? Can you do a couple more? It's up to you. I like how that goes off the canvas. That looks cool. I like that. It's really just kind of makes you think, ooh, what's going on beyond that tree? Great job, Coco. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pause. We are going to blow dry Coco's canvas and her little people and her dog and her boat. And then I'm gonna cut these out and glue these on here so you can see what a finished product looks like. And we'll come back in a few minutes and we'll show you what it looks like. Welcome back, campers. Here is Coco's finished Sunday afternoon. I think she did a fabulous job. Now, I cut out her people, her dog, and her boat because they're small, and I think that would have been a little tricky for her. So adults, you might be the one who cuts this out, and that's totally fine. Or if the camper wants to try to do it, that's okay too. So great job, Coco. I love your Sunday afternoon. Well, now it's time to finish our Eiffel Towers. So here is Coco's white Eiffel Tower. Here's my completed Eiffel Tower. So we're gonna do an even different kind of dot effect. We're gonna give this a toothbrush effect. Now, some people like to dip the toothbrush and kind of flick it on here. You could do that, but you'll probably be here till Christmas, flicking, flicking, flicking over the whole thing. So my suggestion for your technique, Coco, is to dip it in the paint like this. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, go to supply kit number 4 and pull out the toothbrush. And then we're using bright blue paint and red paint. You could do the bright blue or the navy, it's up to you. So you're just gonna kind of smack it all around there any way you want, and when you're done doing the blue, you're gonna do the red. Okay? All right, Coco, let's see what you got. Do the legs, do all over. Yep, and you can just keep turning it. You get lots of paint on there. Remember, we covered this with paper mache, which makes things stronger. So your Eiffel Tower should be nice and strong and handle putting all of these fun dots, doing your own kind of pointillism and dot dot Seurat. You will see if you get a little too much paint on there, it's gonna start to drip. But really, still, that's okay. This is your own creation. You do it how you want to do it. Remember, whatever color you start with, whether it's the blue or the red, you're not trying to cover the whole thing with just the one color because you're gonna follow behind with the second color. So you're gonna see a lot of white right now on Coco's Eiffel Tower, but that's fine because she's gonna follow behind with the red. And you can always, just find a spot that doesn't have paint and give it a spin. Okay. You feeling good about the blue? Okay, so you don't have to wash this off. I would wipe it off because red and blue together make what? What can you say in French? Very good. Okay, so we don't want violet on our Eiffel Tower. We want rouge and bleu. All right, so Coco, go ahead and get some paint on your toothbrush. Go ahead and just kind of fill in. We're adding the colors of the French flag, rouge and bleu, with a background of white or blanc. Now campers, as you can see with my Eiffel Tower, I added my own little French flag. That's up to you. You could do the same thing, and that would just be taking a little piece of paper and markers or paint and just doing a blue and red stripe on a piece of white paper. But that's not a have to. That was just something that I wanted to do for my Eiffel Tower. Great job, Coco. I love your Eiffel Tower. All right, campers, I can't wait to see your Eiffel Tower. So please post some pictures on our Facebook page. I want to see how you've done. Also, I want to see your Sunday afternoon paintings, so please post those. All right, we're going to take a little break, have a snack, and we'll see you in a minute. All right, campers, I can't wait to see your creations, your Eiffel Tower, your Sunday afternoon painting. So please don't forget to post those on our Facebook page. Also, tomorrow is the Zoom call. That's going to be at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to send you a link and you'll be able to log in with an adult and we'll be able to see what you've created. And we're also going to do a project together. So you'll have to pull your supply kit 5 for tomorrow. So I'm super excited to see you guys. I can't wait to see what you've been creating, and have a great afternoon. Keep creating. Au revoir.